Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. I am now working directly with Maui LFG, a relief organization to help the victims and the survivors of the Lahaina fire. And today I'm bringing you the story of Tongi. Tongi is currently in the U.S. Navy, yes. And he has been nice enough to share some of his time and to share the story of what he has experienced here recently and his family has experienced here in this horrific tragedy. Tongi, tell us a little bit about your background, how long you've been on Maui, and what you do for a living currently.
Hi, my name is Tongi Kimwana Helotu Ailolo Tawase. I am 19. Out of those 19 years, I've been on Maui for 15 of them. I grew up here in this Lahaina town, mostly in H-Town, but been back and forth. Went to the Camp 3rd Elementary, LIS, Lahaina, graduated from there, proud to be alumni. I am currently serving in the U.S. Navy Submarine Force, out stationed in Bangor, Washington. About to make a year next month, I believe. And just grateful to be able to come back home and help my family out.
So Tongi, I know when this fire occurred, you were actually deployed on a mission, is that right?
Yes.
So tell me about how this whole thing unfolded in terms of learning about this tragedy. And I know you have two family members that didn't just lose their homes and everything they possess, but also tragically you've experienced some loss of life. So tell me a little bit about where you were, and then obviously the stories of what has happened to your family.
So we were underway about like 300 feet depth, and it was Saturday, 4 days after the fire, where I got called into our chief's quarters, where I was informed that there was a fire happening in Maui. I thought it would just be one of those small bush fires we've had back then. Little to my knowledge, it was actually a huge one that devastated our little town of Lahaina. They gave me the opportunity to call my mom, family, check up on them, see if they're safe. I was able to contact my mom. When I answered and she heard who it was, all I heard was just her tears coming down, she's crying, sad. She's telling me there was a big fire, her house burnt down, and then she mentioned how my dad's sister, along with her husband, my cousin, and my cousin's son all died in that fire due to the tragedies of no sirens being informed or alerted to let people know, and then cops blocking off roads. So they weren't able to get out in time, and then they got caught to be found the next day by my auntie's son, my other cousin, and my cousin-in-law, who were trying to find them, and then they found their bodies in ashes outside their house, not even 10 feet from it, all in the car.
So they were in their car trying to leave, and they perished inside the vehicle. And what was you said there was one of them was a minor?
One of them was my little cousin Tony. He was just 7, about to turn 8. He actually just joined the little football chiefs, the little peewees. He was about to go far, and then everything was supposed to go right for him. He was about to have his whole future ahead of him, and this tragedy happened.
And have you had an opportunity to go to pay your last respects, to do any kind of I know every culture has a different way of dealing with the death of loved ones. Is there anything that you've been able to do or visit the site or anything like that?
Ever since I got here, which was 6 days after the fire actually occurred, I didn't get to visit the body or see anything. All I really had was just for my family to try and cope together, try just let everything that's happened go.
Do you know at this time, have they been officially listed as someone that has died in the fire? Do you know?
Actually, they're the first couple people that are listed. So they've actually been identified way earlier. Now they're just DNAing the body. We're just waiting for them to actually give us the body back so we can have the proper funeral for them. See what my dad guys are trying to do.
Well, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
So Sorry, we're getting an interruption here.
He said there's a fire up in the Pinnacle neighborhood.
Oh my gosh.
I apologize. We were interrupted. We got word that there is a fire in the neighborhood. Tongi, do you mind getting back to what you were talking about?
So we were just talking about how we're just waiting for DNA testing of our relatives so they can release the bodies, so we can give them a proper funeral and passing that they deserve, so they can be at peace. It's just sad to see like all these people's lives being taken and all the hard work and dedication being put into how they live, how they make their money, how they support their family, just all be taken away from stuff like this. And then also my mom's house burnt down, kind of took away all my stepdad's like hard work of making their tikis, the wood they have to gather each time, everything that they've kind of like made by hand, so they can go to all these luau's in Lahaina, old Lahaina 505 that everyone goes to, just sell around. Hard-working old man, always at work, trying to support his little family, trying to do everything he can to make sure they have food, have a roof over, clothes to wear. Just seeing and hearing all this stuff, like all these different stories, kind of like just depressing. Seeing where you grew up from, all of those streets and roads you used to run around, drive through, blast music to annoy the howlies, just all these stuff, memories, core memories that you have growing up, just gone in an instant.
Can you talk about the current problems that you and your family are facing?
So current problems now is just where to stay, where to live. Unfortunate enough, my mom guys, our auntie helped them out by giving them a little room at a hotel to stay, but we don't know how long that might be for, or like the extent of it, what else they can get. Other problems are people like having no money to probably like find stuff. I know we have like donation stuff helping us, but some other things that you can't really get from donations, or just lack of transportation, communication. Yeah.
So what is the best way that the people can help you and your family?
First and foremost, we're a little humble family. We don't really like to ask for donations, but times like these, kind of have to swallow our pride and just ask for whatever it could be helped and given. If not donations, ask for your prayers too for everyone else, not just my family, but all the other families that have been affected by the fire, that we all gather back as a community and bring back the once beautiful Lahaina town, and just be able to support each other in times like these. He's coming. But let's just get that clip and then let's go.
All right. Any last ending notes you want to finish on?
I just want to say, no matter where I go in this world, this little town, this little island we have called Maui, and a little hometown called Lahaina, will always be where I loved, where I grew up, where I made my memories. United we stand, divided we fall.